Shina Rambo. From Nigeria's most feared bandit to born-again preacher. Intro 01. Hook the audience. In the 1990s, if you traveled the highways of southwest Nigeria, there was one name that could make grown men freeze in fear. A name whispered in buses, markets, police stations, and prayer houses. Shina Rambo. To some, he was a myth. To others, a monster. And to many Nigerians, he was the symbol of a violent era when armed robbers ruled the roads and fear ruled the night. But how did an ordinary young man become one of Nigeria's most notorious criminals? And how did that same man later stand in church pulpits, preaching repentance? This is the story of Shina Rambo. Early life and the road to crime. 1, 2, 30. Shina Rambo was born as Oluwasina in southwest Nigeria. Like many young men of his generation, he grew up during a time of economic hardship, weak policing, and rising crime. Jobs were scarce, hope was fragile, and crime, for some, looked like the fastest way out. At first, his activities were small petty crime, associating with bad influences, but over time, ambition and desperation pushed him further. He didn't just want to survive, he wanted power, and soon he crossed a line that would change his life forever. The rise of a notorious bandit. 2:30, 5:30. By the early 1990s, Shina Rambo had become one of the most feared armed robbers in southwest Nigeria. His gang targeted highways, wealthy neighborhoods, moving vehicles. What made Shina Rambo different wasn't just violence, it was reputation. Stories spread fast that bullets couldn't touch him, that police couldn't arrest him, that he had supernatural protection. Some of these stories were exaggerated. Others were fueled by fear and street rumors. But one thing was real. He outsmarted the police again and again. Checkpoints failed, raids failed, ambushes failed. His name alone was enough to scatter people. Parents warned their children with it. Drivers prayed before long journeys because of it. Shina Rambo became more than a criminal. He became a legend of terror, a nation on edge. 5:30, 6:30. Nigeria at the time was already struggling with insecurity. Armed robbery was common. Police resources were limited. Figures like Shina Rambo pushed fear to another level. His activities contributed to harsher police tactics, more roadblocks, a general atmosphere of panic. Every time he escaped arrest, the myth grew. But no legend lasts forever. The fall and arrest. 6:30, 7:30. Eventually, the law caught up with him. After years on the run, Shina Rambo was arrested and imprisoned. The man once feared across highways now sat behind bars. No gang, no weapons, no rumors of invincibility, just a man alone with his past. For many Nigerians, that should have been the end of the story, but it wasn't. Prison, reflection, and transformation. 7:30, 8:45. While in prison, Shina Rambo claims something unexpected happened. He says he found religion. Behind bars, facing the consequences of his actions, he began to reflect on the lives he destroyed, on the fear he caused, on the path he chose. According to him, this was where he repented and became born again. Skeptics doubted him. Others believed people can truly change. Either way, his life was taking a sharp turn. Life after crime. The Preacher. 8:45, 9:45. After his release, Shina Rambo resurfaced not as a criminal, but as a Christian preacher. The same man once chased by police now stood in churches, sharing testimonies. He warned young people about crime. He spoke about consequences, prison, and regret. Some Nigerians saw redemption. Others saw controversy. But his story forced one big question. Can a man with such a violent past truly change? Conclusion and legacy. 9:45, 10. Today, Shina Rambo's name still carries weight in Nigeria, not just as a criminal but as a reminder of a dark era in Nigerian history, how fear can create legends, and how choices can destroy or redefine a life. His story is not just about crime, it's about Nigeria, survival, consequence, and the possibility of